can download my latest song, Shamanic Soul Chanting, and other mantra tracks from my website, JasonGallant.ca. So I just had somebody comment the other day under one of my videos about, they're meditating, they're doing mantras, and they're having lights show up, and they're seeing purple and orange and all this kind of different colors. And I explained underneath the comment that this is normal phenomenon when there is more of reality flowing through your chakras. Okay, there is light moving through there. So sometimes you will experience it. First you will experience it, then you will become it at some point. Okay. So that's why after awakening, a lot of these experiences and phenomenon just fall away. I very rarely have experiences that are spiritual now. It's more about just being here. That's really what it's all about. That's really where you're going to end up. And I know that seems exceedingly boring to the mind, but trust me, it's not. There will be an experience that is here that is much grander than you can imagine. And it's spacious and it's free and it's happy and it's expression and it's, all the fun things that we enjoy in life, but it's unconditional, okay? So another person actually talked about they're seeing faces and they're seeing eyes and they're seeing different things show up, okay? Now, when you dream, you have lots of things move through your mind. Lots of energies move through your mind, okay? And there'll be almost like a film going on, and really what it is, it's like a revisiting of certain types of energies through the day, okay? It maybe over the last few weeks, maybe it's the last 10 years, whatever it is, it depends on the person. So whatever it is, it's just energy traveling through the mind and you will see it on its way out or as it cycles through your energetic system. Now, once you start doing spiritual work, what happens is you're taking a little chisel and you're going towards all the subconscious thoughts and energies that are stuck in your body or your emotional body or your mental body, all these different parts of your energetic body. And these energies become loosened and then they start to fly through the crown chakra back to source or back to the core, right? The source of the core itself. And what happens is that you start to see visions and things and all this. And the common thing that a lot of spiritualists do is that they start to look, oh, what was that? What was this? What's that? What's that mean? They look for meaning in all of it. But ultimately, it's like spiritual burping. There's really no meaning that you need to investigate. The healing process is already happening. You're actually just letting go of these energies, okay? So a lot of that stuff is planted stuff that has been there a long time ago. Now, another way to look at it, and another phenomenon that does happen, is that you start to see how you are separate inside. Okay, so you start chanting a deity mantra or an angel prayer, or you're doing this type of thing, and then you have an experience of these angels or energies or deities, and you see them or you experience them. But what I would say on the highest yonic, highest enlightenment level is that they are actually you. And the first thing that happens is that you become recalibrated and recognize them again, and then at some point there is a lovemaking where you become one. Okay, and when you become one, then there is a divinization of all that is you and an integration. You see, that's why after awakening there are very few spiritual experiences, because you are already one with so much of that. Okay, so some people say, what if there are demons and darkness? What if I see all these negative things and stuff, and I have all these energies and these feelings, I'm so afraid and everything? I'd say they are also energy that is tied up inside you that you've become separate from. Energy that you've rejected, that you are now becoming one with. And through the recycling of that energy, you are becoming a greater one. See, that's why they talk about oneness. I know in so many of these spiritual circles, we have all these concepts floating around, but the reality of them is lost on most people. They have an idea of oneness, but then when the reality of becoming one happens, they're like, what the heck is this? Get me away from this. I don't want any of this. That's supposed to stay separate. Definitely, that's supposed to be separate, right? I don't like that part. So as these energies unravel, you will have many different phenomena. Sometimes you can hear hissing in your ear if there's Kundalini phenomenon. You can actually have voices come through your head. Maybe you're actually acting them out. Maybe there's kriyas where your hands are moving, but this is all energy moving through, okay? So for instance, Arathi and I did a demonic possession removal the other day. But really what the demonic possession removal was that there's a lot of negative energy. There was a lot of negative energy that was pushed away and tied up in various centers of the person's energetic body. And through a Kundalini activation, through lots of mantra and some spiritual work and some healing sessions with Arathi, what happened, a lot of this negativity started bubbling to the surface and then flowing out. So when that energy starts flowing out, it can look a little bit evil, it can look a little dark, it can look a little scary. But the fact is, it's just energy. It is nothing more than that. Now, energy is like fire. Fire can burn, fire can cook your food. But the fact is, if you know how to sit and surf that energy, the energy cannot harm you. It only creates more oneness. So if you're on the spiritual journey and you're doing mantras to destroy negativity and to heal from this type of fear, this type of experience, this type of phenomenon, you know, at first it's very believable to you. At first that stuff's very separate. You know what, I really saw it, Jason, I really experienced it. But I would say the solution is still the same. The solution is to understand that you are caught in a dream. And some nightmares can seem very real. There are many nightmares you've probably had in this life where you thought you were awake. But that's all it is. And when you start to investigate who is the one dreaming, and you sit in that, all of the negativity becomes unraveled. So don't be afraid, or don't worry so much if there are certain phenomena that are comfortable, certain that aren't, you know, because you're going to have lots of different great things happen, and it's all beautiful and it's really fun. But the spiritual path, or the enlightenment path, is about understanding who is the one in all of it that is experiencing it, and then really benefiting from the experience of who that is. No matter what, reality on deeper and deeper levels will show itself to you. You'll become very, very sober. Right? So it doesn't mean that there aren't energies out there that are beautiful and divine, but it means that you will be free from all of the filters in all of those experiences. And when you're free from all those filters, you'll see that it was all the same presence all along that was communicating with you. The same intelligence in all things. I hope this helps. Take care for now.